He's using a handheld ballista. He's going ballistic. There you go. The reason I paused is because I was worried about you getting into too much trouble. You can even see people in chat. Are you sure about this? Like where you're positioned? It's very aggressive early on. Especially considering your Lazo and Nelson aren't coming with you. Like, I'm not quite sure what you're hoping to get from this, but we'll see. That is a good luck, Chuck. And maybe Miyoko, maybe Mutsuki takes it. You also replied, not really? You're not sure about this either. I don't know that I would... Yeah, you see the enemy lemming train, right? I wouldn't stop here. There are carriers involved, and the King George and Nuremberg are divisioned, which are over here. So... You could roll up the rear, but I kind of feel like when you stopped, it was a really good opportunity. You didn't think of it. Would have been a really good opportunity to reverse and like do a 3-point turn so that you can come out this direction towards the enemies, possibly, because you got your smoke. You could whack something. I don't know. That's also a very aggressive play, though. Yep, your team is lemming, they're lemming, so it comes down to you have to make the decisive play out here to ensure that your team doesn't die over there. If that makes any sense. Feels weird having yeah, well, comrade, did you used to play this game back during the real-time strategy carriers, or have you only played this game in the past couple of years since the carrier rework? Okay, yeah, because she was in the game for a while. Just making sure. But you're right, she needs to come back. I mean, it's an iconic class of ship. And I might add, Funky Evil, thank you for the follow.
Funky Evil is now following.
Been around since closed beta test, nice. I might add that Essex would be an important class to bring back because it opens up the ability for wargaming to make a ton of premium ships. There were so many different Essex class carriers. They can make an Intrepid. They can make a Lexington too, right? I would hold the second salvo of Torps to try to get a permanent flood, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. New carrier experience sucks. Normal ships can't do something player skill based against it. Well, there's the rocket nerf that's happening. And I think that would help. Warbler, Smart Zath, Wargaming. Thank you. I would absolutely love to work for Wargaming. I told people before this, and you might not have been here for that, but I actually did apply to Wargaming for a while. Yorktown, nice. I visited the Hornet. Hornet was awesome. That would be another. I mean, so many Essex class that they can make premium ships. You miss RTS CVs? I don't. But you know, regardless of whether you like it or not, the game has evolved past that point. So it's just now you gotta wait and see what Wargaming is gonna do next. Ultimately, if you really don't like it, of course, you can stop playing, you can stop spending money, whatever. It is kind of sad. Yorktown should be in the game. And, you know, when Enterprise was created, a lot of us, at the time I was a wiki editor, a lot of us were expecting Wargaming to make a Yorktown and a Hornet as well. How cool would it be if you had a Hornet that would launch B-25 bombers? That would be fantastic, right? That are more carpet bomber style, like what the British carriers have. Which, by the way, it's in the game now, so it's not difficult for Wargaming to put together, right? I think that'd be hella fun. Bayern doesn't want to play with you. Alright, well, turn around and follow. Yeah, the Doolittle raid, exactly. you could do a Hornet with the Dutch airstrike too, sure. I just think it'd be fun to be able to pilot a squadron of B-25 bombers. I think that'd be so fun. And different. Fresh and unusual gameplay, even. I think that'd be great. Absolutely, Zardos. Absolutely are. Because there's no way to put a class in that was so dominant on the battlefield, and yet make it still a meaningful game for everybody else. It's really hard to put it all together. Ad for Untold. Thanks, M13. It's good to know. It really does help, because I have no idea if Twitch is doing ads or whatnot, so it does help. Which should be more popular if they added a duplicate set of CV lines to game RTS? Firefighting squadrons. Drop water on a burning ship. If they actually had something like that, that would be fantastic. That would be really fun. Burn! Thank you for the sub, dude. Appreciate it. 2 months, man. Thank you. Tier with your free Prime sub. Nice.
_USAF just resubscribed for 2 months.
CVs are almost entirely oriented around damage, can't actively build. I guess, Comrade, personally, when I played RTS CVs, I hated the constant fighter micro that was needed to make the thing work. The constant strafe this, strafe that. You strafed. Oh, you hit my fighters. I strafed. Oh, I missed your fighters. You know, like, to me, that was boring. It was frustrating. That was just too much work. And the way I look at it is, battleships, cruisers, destroyers, they're all mostly focused around damage. I mean, I get that you get spotting damage for destroyers. I get that you have potential damage for battleships, right? Tanking damage. But there's such a low factor in XP gain, it doesn't matter, right? So, like, to me, that's what I'd like to see with carriers. I want to see a damage-based, because I just want them to go and be able to do damage, just like every other class in the game. But, like, the problem with carriers is that they do damage, and it's the "and" part that I think is the problem. And this, and that. So, because before strafing in RTS occurred, before strafing was there, it was literally just your fighters locked onto their fighters, and they just sat there, and a furball ensued, and your fighter might have won, their fighter might have won. It depended on other factors, who came in with more fighters, the different classes had different amount of ammunition, etc., etc. So, like, you know, the strafing was an attempt to make it more engaging for the player, which I get, but oh my god, I really hated that. The boring part should almost be over by now. Well, thank you, Coughlin. I appreciate you waking me up. And the reason it's boring is because they lemming trained so hard to A. Except you're about to let yourself get spotted, dude. Smoke, quickly, smoke. Don't shoot him, just smoke. Just smoke. You want to hope that he didn't notice you. Now, smoking and shooting is basically the universal sign for, hey, destroyer here, torpedoes on the way. The question is, will he read that sign? RTS wasn't going to work? Yeah, and it got ignored. Well, you know, Wargaming's got their designs, they've got their plans, and I'm sure that they wanted to release the game with all 4 classes out there. So battleship, carrier, destroyer, and cruiser. He read it now. Yeah, he did. And because he read it, he turned into your torpedoes, took one last torpedo, which would have probably killed him if he had taken that torp, so. But yeah, it is what it is. It's something that Wargaming put into the game. They did it 6 years ago. I remember playing in closed alpha. It was just after closed alpha, just before closed beta, when they had their beta weekends. the first weekend, the highest you could go is the Congo for battleship, and then the second weekend, the highest you could go is the Lexington for carrier. Oh my god, I was so excited to grind out the Lexington over that weekend, and I had ground her out. I finished grinding her out fully at 10 p.m., maybe 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I had to go to school the next day. And my wife is bugging me, hey, can you stop playing already? Can we go to bed? And I'm like, no, because I just unlocked the ship, and my account's gonna get wiped, and I'm not gonna be able to play it anymore, and I want to play with my new toy. Nice kill. Yeah, right? The nostalgia, right? Oh my god, so fun. I remember logging in and spending hours just looking at the ship models and just being dumbfounded by how gorgeous they were. And they've only improved since then. Why are you sailing to an island? Okay, you're trying to break line of sight. Got it. Kadu is still trying to speak, or he's playing some epic bass. I don't know which.
What? Keep pressing the mute button on the headset.
You're pressing the mute button on the headset. Got it. Uns.
It makes a sound when I press it, so you are hearing this.
It's making a like a thudding noise.
Huh.
Yeah, transmission from Yevon 4, sir.
No.
Oh my god, signal's weak, right? God, I still can't believe I found those lines. Now, I like and dislike the smoke here. The nice thing about the smoke, obviously, you can shoot the King George with impunity. Though I dislike is the King George is obviously going to run away from you. I wouldn't shoot the Julio either, because you might be telegraphing to him, hey dude, I just fired torpedoes at you. Oh, Warbler, if you were here earlier, we had Kaduzinen saying lines from the Yevon battle. Yevon 4 battle. It was hilarious. We used that link, and there are so many that you could just distort in so many perverted ways, because of course that's how we all think these days. It was great. Except Kadu just, you know, stopped playing along. I like the decision not to chase after these 3 battleships. You're better off focusing the Minsk and getting them out. Maybe hitting the Koenig as well. Well, yeah, he was starting to move forward, so yeah, your torps are never going to hit him. Ah, there's the Minsk. Yes, get him. Right? Get in there, you big hairy oaf. I don't care what it smells like. Warbler, no, we are doing replay analysis right now. So this is a replay from Depipro, which is Cochran. And we're giving him feedback on the Z-39. Also, I picked this ship because it's going away with patch 10.5. So this is one of the few ships that you can still pick up. But you only have, like, what, 4 days to get it? Who gets yellow tracers? Is that Lutyens? I haven't seen... You don't have much spotting ribbons. I haven't seen any fireworks. Oh, Warbler, that's what you need. Haida and Ted 61 are the top 2 I would pick up. Lutyens, yeah, okay. There's other ones you could always grab too, like the Lenin, the Z-39, like you see here. Nice kill. But really, the Haida is the #1 to grab, and Ted 61 is #2, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Nelson, of course, free XP. Easy pick, easy grab.
Yeah.
Where did those shells go? Evil Tree Sock, you love the Z-39? Nice. What is your carrier doing? He's like, hey dude, come kill me. Yeah, Ranger's going all in, about right. He wants to be closer. He wants to see the propellers. Alright, well, it's 10 on 10 now. It's you and a carrier who's quite low against two battleships. At least the KGV is quite low. Yes, get me closer. I want to hit him with my 911. Quick, get the sword off. I want to cut his head off. So he wants to be part of the battle line, right? Like the British carriers in the Mediterranean. Mini Hannibal, what's up, dude? Only fire one rack. Battle Samar, keep at it. We're firing. Yeah, right? Pulling him into 40mm range. Killing time for clan battles. Fair enough. Yeah, I almost wish he didn't fire any torps because you could have just killed him with guns here. And that way you held your torps for the Julio. It's all good. Putin, do the shout out thingy, if you would, first, please. Lol. And that's exactly what we have. You tend to fire more torps to make you... Well, right, of course, of course. But with him being that low, I would have just fired guns and not worried about the torps, personally. His CVs are not immune to the win harder virus. Love it. Yeah, Ranger went out like a hero. That's true. Very true. Yeah, I mean, even with HE, he was so low, either would have been fine. Still, I like the decision, of course, to play defensively here. You've got 30 seconds till the battle ends regardless, but you win in 10 seconds, so yay. I might even just smoke up and sit. Because, yeah. What else are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, that's good. Alright, next up is another ship that is going away in 10.5. That would be the Nelson. And then we'll do our stream raiders, and then we're going to have to stop for the day, actually. Because it's getting close to 6 p.m.